Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am very apprehensive about making this video because I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want to feel like I am trying to take over like what you're trying to do, but I'm just sharing like what I have experienced from planning my wedding. So I've compiled a list on my phone of things that people don't tell you while wedding planning. First and foremost, there is so much involved in planning a wedding that people just don't talk about. I feel like it's very taboo because everyone just wants you to be excited, and you should be excited. I just feel like no one really warned me about how much work it is to plan one. Secondly, dresses are very expensive. Now, I don't know about all of you brides watching this video, or future brides, or maybe just regular people that are just watching it just because. I am not a big person for traditional weddings, so take all of my advice in this video with a grain of salt because I really don't want to take over what your vision is, because mine is probably completely different than yours. With me, I did not want a very expensive dress. I didn't feel like it would be worth the investment to buy a dress for thousands of dollars and then never wear it again. But at the same time, I also wanted to have the experience of going wedding dress shopping and having that feeling of being a future bride. I went to David's Bridal and it was a great experience as far as my consultant that was helping me. She was literally so amazing. She was a great hype woman. I highly recommend just going and trying out dresses just to get that feeling that I got. The dress I loved was over my budget, way over my budget. It was like close to $2,000 and I did not want it. That was my situation. You could be completely different. I'm not here to tell you what to do. After that, I left the appointment and I was kind of like feeling a little bit lost because I didn't know what to do. I didn't expect the dresses to be that much money. So I went on Amazon and I looked for wedding dresses and I found the perfect one. I am obsessed with it. It fit me like a glove. I need to do no alterations to it. It's great. The train on it is perfect. The length is perfect. I'm wearing 3-inch heels with it. It doesn't drag across the floor in the front. I won't trip on it. It's beautiful. I love it so much. And I got so lucky because I know that's not going to be the experience everyone's going to have. There's a lot of different places you can go to find a good dress. The next thing is that wedding decorations are priced way higher than regular decorations. I've looked at Amazon for pretty much everything with my wedding so far, and a lot of that stuff is very affordable until you actually look up wedding decorations. Then they price it $5 more, $10 more. So when you're searching for decorations, try to leave out the word wedding first and see what pops up. And also go in person to places like Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Five Below, stuff like that to get cheaper decorations because you're only gonna use them one time. That leads me into my next point. You don't have to break the bank when planning your wedding because ultimately it's about the memories you make and all this stuff you're gonna spend money on. You just gotta think, is it gonna be worth the expense that I'm putting in? What experiences am I gonna get if I buy this item or that item? Can you work with what you have, or do you have to go like out of your circle of people to go get extra help? A lot of people spend over $10,000. Think about that. $10,000 for one day when you could use that on something else. I literally drew out a map of like what I wanted my ceremony and reception to look like. And I was like, okay, do I need anything else in this picture? Does it look fine to me? Can I envision this being realistic for me and looking pretty in pictures and stuff like that? I don't really feel the need to get anything else. And so I feel like a lot of people push the whole idea of like, you have to spend so much money when you really don't have to. If it's not your style, don't force yourself to spend a crap ton of money on one day. Next, do what you want, and honestly, the less opinions you ask from people, the better your experience will be. And this is something that I didn't really want to talk about too much on my channel, but I'm gonna talk about it because it's been very hard on me because a lot of people have been upset that I've decided. If you watched my first like wedding planning video, I'll get more in depth with it, but basically I'm not doing a first dance with my future husband. He's not doing a dance with his mom. I'm not doing a dance with my dad, and we're not doing a cake cutting. We're really not doing anything like a flower toss or garter toss. Oh, and I'm not walking down the aisle. I'm good. I'll be okay. I will not regret it. Everyone's saying I'll regret it for the rest of my life, but for my whole life leading up to this point, I haven't wanted any of that stuff. So it's just really gotten to me. It's gotten me stressed. It just doesn't make sense to me why someone would be so like set on telling you their opinion and making sure you do it the way they want you to do it. Everyone just should have the right to be excited and to do it the way they have always wanted to do it. I have found myself crying with frustration more than excitement during this time, and that honestly started a couple days after I got engaged. It's just been a lot of pressure on me, and I'm just trying to look forward with a positive light and a positive attitude so I can actually enjoy this very short time of being engaged and block out every other unnecessary opinion. So back to what I was saying earlier about using the connections you have with the people in your life, I just want to give you a few examples of what I've been able to do. And again, my situation is not going to be the same as anyone else's situation watching this video, but hopefully what I say can give you some like ideas of what you could do for your own wedding. My church has let me use the building for my ceremony and reception for free. And then I have a cousin that does photography, so I already knew her. She already knows my situation. She knows I am on a tight-ish budget. I'm just glad I had my cousin as the photographer I could get, because I didn't want to rapidly search for someone else that I didn't even meet beforehand. And then I also have a friend with a cake pop business. Shout out to her. I love her. She is amazing. I've seen her work. I've never had any of her cake pops, but I've been like, girl, you need to cater my wedding. So she's doing my cake pops, and that's kind of like our substitute for our wedding cake. And then I have people from church and family members helping out with like small grab and go finger foods like charcuterie boards and pinwheels, and we're getting some candies to fit the theme. So that's like our plan, and all of that is gonna be done mostly for free. So I'm very, very grateful for that. And the things I do have to pay for are very, very affordable compared to everything else. I could go on and on. The amount of people that have offered to help is just amazing. And we just work together and come up with something they could do. And if they didn't want to help you, they wouldn't come up and ask. So if someone has offered to help you, just take their help, because trust me, it gets harder as you go. I still have like 6 or so months to go, and it's already been a lot of work. So the last piece of advice I would say is don't get caught up on the little things. So some of the things people have said to me are just little things to me, like the first dance and the cake cutting. I'm just like, those are just traditions I just really don't want to do. And a lot of people have been pushing back at me saying, I don't like that. I don't like the way you're doing that. And it's like disappointing to me, because I'm like, these people are people that I love and care about, and I don't want them to, you know, keep pushing their opinions on me that I strongly disagree with, and it just gets in my head. But I just kind of took a step back and said, okay, like those things are so small in the grand scheme of my wedding, and I just need to be happy. So I'll just tell you guys this: if anything happens to you guys with that kind of thing, like just push it out. Don't pay attention to it, and don't get stressed even with yourself, like about anything small. If you need help, reach out to people, use those people in your life. And yeah, that's really all the advice I would have. I'm getting closer. I plan to make more like updates, chat videos like this again with you guys, so that I can hopefully just document like what's going on, and then by the end of it have my wedding video for you guys to watch. So that's pretty much all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already. I've gained so many subscribers the past few days. It's crazy. I'm almost to 1,000, and that is a big goal of mine, is to hit 1,000 by hopefully the end of February. I love doing what I do on here, and I also just started my Instagram account since TikTok is potentially getting shut down, but I will leave my Instagram linked below and also on the screen here. You guys can go follow me there for like reels and behind the scenes content. But all that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye!